Hello, it's Liz from the Barefoot Hypno. Today I was going to talk about the 5 senses because it's something I talk about in hypnobirthing workshops, which is making sure that your 5 senses are covered. So, for example, if you were having a home birth, you'd want to make sure that you had a diffuser or a candle that smells really nice, or maybe it's a lavender cream that you are massaging onto your skin, that you've got a nice smell in the room, that what you can hear pleases you, so it's a pre-planned playlist, or it might just be sound effects of waves, whatever it is that you're thinking about, what you'll hear, what you'll see. There's a lot of people who like to give birth in a darkened room, and it makes a lot of sense because your pupils do dilate. So while you're giving birth, everything opens, and apparently your pupils dilate. So having low lighting and calm lighting, or a material around you that you touch that you like. At least your pillowcase should be yours and your pillow, but more than that, it might be a particular blanket or something that soothes you. So you're just thinking about your 5 senses when you give birth, and covering them all so you're in the most calm, safe, secure place you can be in. And I would just take that through to when you have your baby, because you will spend a huge amount of time in your home, or whichever home or environment you're living in, and you want to create that as an absolute haven of peace and safety for you and the baby. So just think about what smell you're surrounded by, what you can see, what you can hear, what you can touch, what you can taste. And just make sure that this is a sort of self-care thing. Make sure you, your partner, your friends, your parents, whoever it is who's looking after you, just supports you in that you have this safe, secure haven which you feel really comfortable and really enjoy being with. Because you can get super cabin fever, if you're in a small flat like a lot of us are in London, and you are spending a lot of time indoors, and babies often cry and fret, and you can get real cabin fever. So the least you can do is create an environment you really like. I think it being really messy and chaotic, for me, doesn't work. I kind of need my space to be calm and simple. And that's just a preference. But the point is that just be really mindful of your space, of your 5 senses, and make sure that it's as calming and comforting and safety inducing for you. It will make a huge difference. And actually, when I talk about cabin fever, it is so important to get out, I think, daily. But then maybe that's me. I've always been someone who loves being outdoors. I grew up outdoors. I hardly ever remember being indoors when I was a child. So for me, it's really, really important to be outside, whatever the weather, whatever season it is. And I do see babies, days old, seem to register the difference in shade, light, sounds, rustles. They, even before they can really focus, they certainly feel the experience and sensation of being outdoors. So for your mental health, you should definitely be getting out and going for a walk, and also you'll get your body back in line if you go for walks. And for your baby, I think it's really important, sensations. And I certainly found in the early years that when they were crying or fretting, just a change of scene was so important. Calm me down, calm them down. And I do remember a lot of walking around singing in the park. And thank God, that's the best thing about London, isn't it? All the parks we have. So yeah, make sure you get out all the time, and make sure you're really mindful about your 5 senses. And if you're ever getting down or feeling you can't cope, it's a very simple trick. Think about your 5 senses and what you can do to just pick yourself up through those 5 senses.